everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Action Comics, issue number 4. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, where we last left off on Action Comics, Brainiac had started his invasion of Earth, and we all know it's Brainiac, so might as well just say it. And he starts things off by possessing John Corbin, who will eventually become Metallo, and John Corbin is wearing that suit, so he's easily possessed. Brainiac also starts possessing other mechanical devices and basically makes robots out of them, or sends robots after people. And what is Brainiac doing here? Well, we all know. Brainiac likes to collect information, take a sliver of its population away from a planet, basically removing a city, and blow the planet up. Of course, our good friend Superman can't allow that to happen, which brings us to issue number 4. Issue number 4 is kind of dealt with differently than the previous issues for Action Comics in that it's broken up into 2 stories. The first story is Superman going around and beating up Brainiac's robots and trying the best he can to defend the city. While the second story deals with Steel, John Irons, using his technology, his kind of prototype suit, to fight John Corbin. And that's basically how this is structured. It leaves off on a cliffhanger and with an interesting note, to be continued in issue number 7. Did I read that wrong? Well, anyways, it leaves off on a cliffhanger, which then will eventually, I guess, lead on to issue number 7. But yes, it's broken up into 2 separate stories, told from Steel's perspective and Superman's perspective. But see, the interesting thing is how it's structured, which we'll get into now with the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Or eventually, because it's actually going to be in the bad. Good. The art was good here. Steel was awesome in this. He was kicking ass and taking names. I also liked how the suit looked with Steel, kind of a prototype suit. For what it is, it looked good. And he was just badass. Good action in this. Very good action. And we get to see a little bit more Brainiac, see a little bit more of the threat that's coming, and we kind of get more of the story moving at a bit of a better pace than it was beforehand. Bad. Well, the structure of the story is kind of awkward because it's like telling the story, then Steel shows up and it says, "Will be continued in the backup of this issue." And then it continues Superman's story, and then we go back to what happened with Steel. I don't see why they can't just tell Steel's story and then jump back to Superman. Seems like the structure would have been a little bit better. Maybe it's just me. Maybe Steel is going to become a continuous backup to Action Comics while Superman's doing his own story arc. I'm not sure. Who knows? But that's really the only bad. On a whole, whether or not you should get it. Yeah, Action Comics has been a decent series thus far, but this was probably one of the better issues of the series. It was good, it was entertaining, very little bad, just mostly how it was structured. I'll give this a 4.3-ish out of 5 stars. I'll give it a 4.3.5555555. How about that? Can't do that, that's not mathematically possible. A 4.4 out of 5 stars. It's a good issue. The structure just takes a bit of away from it, keeping it from being in the 5-star range. But it is a good issue, better than the previous ones, and I do recommend picking it up. I do like the fact that the story is actually starting to get going. Oh, and it's interesting. One side note, Superman's shirt in this is white. Hey, maybe he wants to accessorize, do different colors. Hey, whatever, I'm not going to complain. So, with that said, Action Comics, issue number 4, good issue. I'm happy that it's getting better, and I do recommend picking this up. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.